It is exactly 6 o'clock here on a Wednesday afternoon. It is the 21st day of May. It feels like we're in Chicago, Ginger, instead of downtown Henderson. But that's where we're at Second and Water Streets. Ginger Stovall, the one, the only, the legend.
Well, good afternoon. Good, beautiful evening there to you, Bill Stevens. Thanks for having me. We are super excited to be here on this parade night, an event that has become a loved tradition for all things senior world here at Henderson County High School. And we couldn't have asked for a better evening, better weather. Sunset is going to be beautiful, and we're anxiously awaiting those first few cars to make their way down Water Street.
Exactly. Now, again, we want to say a big thanks to our sponsors, and we've got three great folks that have helped us out with this live stream here on our Facebook page and on YouTube. A big thanks to Ash Creek Rentals, Hargis Collision Center, and also Maldonado Roofing and Siding. They're the ones making this possible. And it's unfortunate, but Steve Tao would normally be here with us as well. He is at the ballpark because we've got district tournament baseball going on and softball, which is a good thing.
Absolutely true. We do miss him. However, he's off doing wonderful high school, Henderson County High School things tonight too. So wish him well. Wish our teams the best of luck. And meanwhile, we're going to hold down the fort right here as we anticipate those cars. And again, our sponsors of this event. One more time, thank you to them because without them, this wouldn't be possible. And then also a special shout out to Tri-State Towing for displaying the beautiful flag up on 3rd Street right before the turn of the cars. And those pictures are breathtaking as well as the parade of seniors carries on right underneath it. So thanks again, Tri-State Towing, for partnering with us on, again, this beautiful May evening, afternoon, right here at the riverfront.
Exactly, and we've got a nice crowd that is lined up on either side of Water Street. A lot of signs and a lot of well wishers. I see some bubbles going on over there underneath the flag poles. You can tell by the audio more than likely that it's just a tad windy out here, a gust of 30 miles an hour at times, but actually, all in all, nice weather day. I'm glad it's this instead of actually pouring down rain like it has been.
Well, this morning on the radio show, we laughed about the fact that we were taking in all of the weather forecast that we possibly could from the meteorologist because we were fingers crossed that it was going to turn out to be just a gorgeous blue sky for the parade and for the sunset this evening. And I said, and look, Byron Douglas promised me 71 degrees with a slight wind. Maybe we're a little heavier wind than that, but we'll take it. We will take it.
I might have you step back just no, stay right,
Stay right
go
here.
go back a step,
Back a step.
and now you're in the frame of the camera. How about that? That
I don't know if we
you
need
were
that.
headless there for a second.
I don't know if we need that part of this. Let's come on cars so that we can put the attention back on the seniors. And just a few things. 416 seniors are going to graduate tomorrow night at Ford Center, so we're excited about that. And we also are kind of tracking the cars in order of who's going to be in the parade. So we're hoping for a great turnout. Now, again, we're going to miss our baseball teams and softball teams because obviously they're busy tonight. But nonetheless, we're going to hold down the fort up here while they are off doing great things there.
Beautiful day again on the banks of the Ohio River, and this is actually a tradition that started during COVID when we couldn't do things as a group. Is that right?
Correct. And as some things started through COVID and all how we laugh at school and talk about how the world stopped turning there for a minute, this is one of those lasting effects, and we'll take it, right? Some of the things that kind of came out of it were kind of like, uh-oh, but this is one that we will absolutely hang our hat on as a tradition. The community supports it and loves it. Our seniors look forward to it every year, and every year it just gets to be a little bit bigger, a little bit better, and then when the weather cooperates, that's just bonus.
I don't think Nate Fish realized that I was taking his picture as he's taking our picture. So I think that's new meaning to the phrase "picture in a picture." But
And how many words will that be worth, right?
right, exactly. Oh,
1,000, 2,000?
we're going to have to go to the math department and figure that out. Yes.
The mic's off? We need a double check? Or
Let me see what has gone on. I think
technical
Everything is plugged in.
Well, this might get easier as we already know it.
All right. Okay, is this better? I hope. It looks like we're getting audio.
You think so?
I'm seeing audio on the.
Let's ask the audience.
Yeah.
Let's take it to the audience and to the listeners. Put a thumbs up if you can hear anybody. We're working through our technical difficulties to see how things are playing out. I'm getting a few text messages from friends who are listening. Made it through
Huh.
our technical difficulties.
I'm not sure what's happened with that, but I think maybe the microphone for some reason.
Okay, we're back to audio.
Okay, I think it's my microphone that's working.
Okay.
Let's try this. Hello, check. That is so odd because that was working just fine before.
Well, let me try and we'll see because they're saying hold it up. And we are live from right here at the corner of 2nd and Water Street, anxiously awaiting our graduates. No, still no.
I think that now.
Now we can? Are we back?
I think yes.
We're
yes.
getting a thumbs up that maybe we made it through all the testing. All right.
And just before the first units came down the parade route.
I'm going to step over and see if we can see any flashing lights because we're anticipating the police escort. The Colonel and Mrs. Thomas are going to in the lead car as well. So, all right, I don't see them just yet. Time check. Looks good.
And you've got a special system set up here where they're going to be texting us, right?
Correct.
The names. And so hopefully, sometimes they can maybe get out of position a little bit, but hopefully we're going to be pretty close on the units as they're coming by. And it's a little tricky because once they get here, the speed goes pretty quick. And they're going to go all the way down to Washington Street, and that's where the parade will actually end.
Well, we have talked at length with the seniors to remind them that to take every moment as slow as possible and let it soak in. And this parade is one of those. So if they will slow down and take in all of those smiles and waves and posters, then it will make it all that much sweeter of an experience. And so far so good. We're trying this system out where we're taking notes of the cars, who's in them, and maybe some updated information so we can anticipate them in order, because we know friends and family are tuning in to watch live. Maybe they couldn't be down here. And we want to say also this live broadcast brought to you by our sponsors, Ash Creek Rentals, Hargis Collision, and Maldonado Roofing and Siding. Special thank you to you all for partnering with us and making this happen. And then if anybody can and will, make sure you grab some pictures of the beautiful display of the American flag up on 3rd Street for the graduates, and that's being displayed and brought to you by Tri-State Towing. Thank you to you guys for making this a part of your tradition as well. Fun fact about Tri-State Towing, it was on my list to get to make contact with them, and my world got away from me, and it took me a second, and so when I sent out that text, they said, already planning it.
Oh, wow. Isn't that nice?
I know.
That just is one of those great things about our community. You a lot of times don't even have to ask. They're already anticipating and planning ahead. And that's such a great tribute with the flag and a great way to start off this parade. Now, and I'm sure some of the cars have some unique customizations, shall we say. Decorations, they've been working on this for a little bit, right?
Well, not only planning their banners and their posters and all of their decorations and being super creative about that, but sometimes it's not always just a car. We've seen boats, we've seen flatbeds, we've seen semi-trucks. So we say bring it out, let's celebrate, because you know what? You only get this one time. Let's do it right.
And let's see, practice was this morning, right, for the actual commencement.
So we practiced in the auxiliary gym, set it up to mimic the Ford Center, and paraded the seniors in to kind of give them an overview of what to expect, what speed to walk, kind of who they would be sitting next to. That went so smoothly. We were able to remind them of a few last-minute details, and then the next stop, we said, see you at parade. And then after this, we're going to follow them out to the stadium so that we can watch the sunset. Oh my
Yes,
goodness,
okay.
I saw flashing lights, Bill.
We've got the Henderson's finest now starting to block off the intersection and directing the traffic around, getting ready for the very first unit. It's now just about 11 minutes past the hour of 6 p.m. What am I talking about?
Let's go with P. Although we've
Yeah.
been working since
Oh,
6
boy.
a.m., so
Yeah,
it's been a
exactly.
day.
And I will say, I'll be at the Ford Center tomorrow night with the live stream and the audio broadcast of Commencement 2025. So
Well, you know what, Bill? I'll be there too.
I know you will. You do it all. I can't imagine.
Oh, you hear the sirens?
I-
It gives me goosebumps.
Yes.
And we're patiently waiting. Those cars are slowly making their way. And you can feel the energy change right here on the corner of 2nd and Water Street. Listen to that. Those are sirens we want to hear on tonight,
Yes,
right?
exactly. And appreciate, everyone with HPD for coordinating this, the hospital allowing them to line up there, be ready, and what a beautiful riverfront to kind of remind these young people of what their hometown's all about.
Absolutely true. And, Deaconess Hospital inviting us in like that, when we reached out and they said, absolutely, already counting on you.
All right. I see, I think, a very familiar face there.
Oh, that's Miss Thomas and the one and only Colonel riding in the back of the truck. Police escort. Giving a big wave. Shout out to our administrative team for helping us out and making that happen. It's so fun. Music playing. And the Sheriff's Department too, Bill.
Absolutely. Here they are.
There he is,
There's
Chip Stauffer, bringing
good
his
friend.
graduate Braxton along for the ride. And then we see Alexis Weaver, Jay Thomas, Lily Sear waving to us. Super excited, those graduates. And Chloe Bugg headed off to Western. She's leaving this fall, repping WKU in style. I can hear those horns, followed by Katie Loney. Austin Beck, so great to see everybody. Jocelyn Adrian not far behind. Ooh, a vintage Corvette,
Look at that.
Bill.
Pretty sharp.
They feel like movie stars right now.
As well they should.
Davion Foreman waving to me from across the way, future educator. Want to brag on him for a second. Braden King giving us a big wave. Oh, a little candy action that makes everybody excited. It's not a parade without some candy,
It
right?
does seem to be a tradition in Henderson anytime we have a parade. Bryce Clark.
Look
in
how
the
excited.
4x4. Yeah.
And a bubble machine strapped to that
That's,
one. That's exciting.
Colonel colors abound, and here comes a good example of that across the screen. Lots of balloons, as you might expect.
So exciting. JC Risley shining out top of the sunroof there, being escorted down the street.
Now here's my ride, the convertible GT Mustang.
So exciting. JC Hargis. Oh my goodness, all of the kiddos doing this right. Balloons, music, noisemakers. Dwayne Moss
I hear some
scored a
horsepower
nice
underneath that
ride,
hood.
right? Oh my goodness, the sparkles are out. Look at those shiny 25. Lily Lacer giving us a big wave from the back of the truck. So much fun. I hope these seniors are having the best
Oh,
time.
look at this. She's got her.
Confetti cannons. Oh, what a beautiful picture. Jackson Wallace. He's got an easy seat there in the back.
Why not? Here's, looks like
Cassie McCormick.
Cassie McCormick, yeah.
Shout
Looks
out
like
to the Cairo
cupcakes,
Country
yeah.
Cafe. So exciting. Asher and Landon. And looks like, look at how much fun they're having. We've got the speed down right. We've got the energy level up.
The smiles are abundant.
So exciting. Congratulations, Ella.
And I know we've got folks even behind us. People were lining up at like 3 o'clock this afternoon to have a prime spot for this. And that's why I got down here as early as I did. And who do we have here? Some Purple Aces.
Yeah, that's right, Adam Williams and Chaz Otis.
All right.
The back of the truck, giving big waves and big smiles. White, green, Chloe Frankham, big waves, super excited.
All right, I see the next.
All right, I see a flatbed trailer
yeah.
coming.
We've got a whole crew coming.
We have some bag chairs reclining, taking it easy and enjoying this ride, and that's doing it right. Jackson Nunn, Drew Hagan, and Evan Farley, among others, just for starters, giving us a big wave right there in the back of the trailer. Congratulations, guys.
And there's a full house right there, too.
I'm telling you, doubling up, riding with your friends, taking it all
Doesn't get any
in.
better than that, yes.
Alyssa Risley headed off to UK, it looks like. Lots of waves. That's Addison Coyle headed to Western, and then followed with Cooper Davenport headed to Sanford.
Right
Big
up
waves
front,
from Cooper.
yeah.
Julius Thomas giving waves coming out of the window over there, followed by. Look at those posters, aren't they great?
That's fantastic.
Jalen Jones and Caitlin Keys. Caitlin Keys, yes it is. I see her in the back now. So exciting. Congratulations, gang. And there's a future colonel.
I was about to say, they make them young these days. That's nice. Oh, look at this. Another beautiful vehicle.
Now there's
This
a
time
great
Camaro,
picture, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they
Anna and
spared no
Sydney.
expense. Oh, look at this. A Bel Air.
Oh, the vintage car. So nice. Jackson Cheney. Maya Blanford waving from the back. You know, paint markers, probably hard to find today out in the stores. What do you bet, Bill?
Yeah, I think they're in short supply. But you know what? I wonder if our founding fathers ever imagined that this riverfront would be used for this kind of purpose. I think
Yet
they
here
would be
we
all
are.
for it. Yes. Look what a perfect backdrop.
Lots of energy right here in the hub, right? Skriegel Pride, look at that one. Big waves.
And balloons galore here.
Hi, ladies, good luck. Congratulations. I don't know, Bill, if they had this
look
for
at
us.
this.
Oh, it's a recliner. Sophie Ann Stone up front. Landon
Maybe one
Chanley
of
in
the
the
best
back.
dressed seniors tonight. Everybody else is a little cash, but
Congratulations, Rayleigh. There's Bree, had her in class. Congratulations, Bree.
your future will always be bright. you know, these cars are going to be probably just as decorated for tomorrow night as well.
That's what I was going to ask you. If they did this for us when we graduated,
we would have lost our
what car
minds.
would we have ridden in, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations to Sam Ligon graduating.
Well, I don't think the Model T had been invented yet. So it probably would have been a horse and buggy.
And how about the train in the background? If this isn't small town America right now, cue the barge and we really will have it going on this riverfront. Bo Hazelwood offering some tunes. Fantastic. All right, another car full. Hey, Ty Overfield, congratulations. And then here comes another full truck bed. Tony Burris, Andrew Onan, Aiden Height, and Trajan Davis. Super excited to see those guys. Congratulations. Looks like Jason Freeman riding in style. Colonel Brigade and Guard graduate.
Oh, wow. Now that's a...
And there's a nice ride. That's
Yeah.
Lily Martin coming in.
Got her cords.
Nice in
Yes,
style,
well done.
wearing those cords.
Yes.
Congratulations, Lila McChesney. Looks like gonna be a Cardinal.
Right?
Next up, Peyton Nelson. Lots of big waves from the truck bed. Super exciting. Lila McChesney, Kylie Combs. Got a few more coming through. Vintage truck. Another Jeep. Alina Decker.
Nice handmade sign.
Congratulations,
Look at
Alina.
that. Yeah.
And there's Jacinda Miller. Congratulations, Jacinda. Maddie Harris. The back of that truck, beautiful balloons. Says,
Air horn.
good job, Dad. So exciting, so exciting. All right, coming up, Jada Sizemore, Bryce Blandford, Aaron Payne from the top of the truck.
With all this wind, I'm a little surprised that the balloons have not taken off yet for the atmosphere, but
We're
they've
giving them
got them tied down well.
Don't they though? Jackie Arroyo right there. She gets to wear the white graduation gown, and we can talk more
nice,
about that
nice.
later. There's a crew. Didn't catch all of them. Another vintage ride.
Nice Camaro. That's kind of back in the day.
Jayla Johnson, future educator. She's going to be a fabulous early childhood educator. Had her in class. Hello, Miss Lester. Congratulations.
Vertible Impala. How about that?
Ramsey Watson from the Jeep. Congratulations, Ramsey. My goodness. All right, and more creativity. How about the golf cart? That's Jasmine
I was
Townsend.
waiting for that, and so here it is.
Wyatt Ellenberg. He's one of ours, Bill.
No doubt.
There goes
Absolutely,
Wyatt.
yeah. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Natalie Baxter. Here comes some more car truck full. Lila, Taylor, Natalie, and Casey, congratulations. Alton Berger getting a little big brother escort there, making it a family affair. Little brother and sister in the back. Yes, it was a lot of burgers in that trailer. Hayden Lear. Uh-oh, we got one.
Yeah, stray.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, he's saying, what's going on?
But he was wondering why he was getting all the waves, wasn't he?
Yeah.
All right, let's see who else we've got coming along. Catching them in the back. There you guys go. Congratulations, Abigail Beckner. All right, Bill. I'm saying there's Clara Hazelwood. And these kiddos are really taking advantage of this opportunity, and it makes my mama heart proud, my teacher heart. Lots of honking horns. We love it. Lots of energy and support from right here on the corner of 2nd and Water Street. And again, thank you to our sponsors for making this happen.
That's right, Ash Creek Rentals, Hargis Collision, and Maldonado Roofing and Siding. You know, I was just going to say real quick, oh look, we've got, I think one of the Royal Court there.
These are prom king, Alani Howard.
Okay, yeah.
Big shout out to Alani. Jace Benton, easy riding in the back there.
Those flags waving.
Dylan Miller, super excited.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That help? Here we go. Now we're back. We're kind of crooked. Okay.
We're good, we're good.
We've got some music. Had a small technical difficulty, but we saved the day. Jaya Canary. Super exciting. All right, we're back up and running. Here we go. Jax Matthews has a little graduation cap topping his truck.
I like that. And then
with Hannah White. Yep.
Yeah.
Casey Butler riding in style, followed by Aiden. Congratulations, graduates. All right, looks like Elijah Suggs rolling in this truck, Bill.
Wow, look at all this.
Congratulations, Elijah. Oh, and Quade, good deal. There's the semi. We were wondering if we would have one.
That's the graduation express if I ever saw one.
So exciting. You know, and shout out to the parents.
Absolutely.
The parents for supporting them and loving them, making this happen, sharing this experience with them. And then you've got, when you throw in all the extended family, aunts, uncles, the little brothers and sisters that are looking up to them, the older brothers and sisters who have supported them. Kinsey, congratulations. Wow, seriously riding on the top of that one.
Yes.
Abby, congratulations. All right. Looks like we're nearing the end, Bill, but we're finishing strong. There's Carson Weiss. Look at that football banner and soccer banner on the side of that car.
All-around athlete there.
Mariah Varble, congratulations, Miss Mariah. Lots of smiles, lots of excitement. Vincent Embry. I'm sorry, Steve's missing it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, it's almost like a victory lap of sorts.
It really is.
You know, they've gone a long road to get to this point, and now they've just got one last thing to take care of, and that'll be tomorrow evening.
You're exactly right. And that moment when, there's two more of my girls, Lily and Molly. Molly Hamilton, Lily Hurst, two more future educators. Oh, here we have a future pediatric nurse. That's exciting.
Absolutely.
And then there's the end.
Is it the end already?
Thank you, Henderson Police Department, the Sheriff's Department, Tri-State Towing, and of course our sponsors, Ash Creek Rentals, Hargis Collision, and Maldonado Roofing and Siding. Without, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing tonight. So shout out from the corner of 2nd and Water Street, Bill Stevens. Yet again, friend, it was a good time.
It's always great to see you and to work with you and Steve and everybody back at the studios. Again, hope that folks will join us for another live stream, but also the audio. We'll have the live broadcast tomorrow night from the Ford Center at 7 o'clock as we begin the commencement exercises for these seniors. And just be safe. I know there's going to be a lot of traffic. Unfortunately, there's a lot of road work between here and Evansville and in downtown Evansville. They've got part of the Waterworks Road still blocked off. So just be extra careful. Take plenty of time to get there. Find a good place to park and be a part of our broadcast of all that in the live stream tomorrow evening.
And I will say patience and grace, because when you pull that number of people together and that much energy and that much excitement, well, let's just wrap our arms around each other and celebrate this class of 2025 in style.
Exactly 30 minutes.
How about it?
I knew it'd be probably less than an hour because it does seem like it does go pretty quick. But, you know, I was at the high school not too long ago with the play, the musical of the Addams Family.
Oh, yes.
And I had a great chance to work with some students, especially as a few seniors in that production. And I just have to say what a uplifting experience that was, and how they accepted an old guy like me running around and doing the sound and doing sound checks and all that. And really it was an honor. And I would just encourage folks, even if you don't have children in the school district or in the system somewhere, get involved. Come out. I know you could use some volunteers, others out there. There's so many great things happening, and we hear so much negativity in our world today. It was just a great relief for me to get out there where there's still a lot of good things, a lot of positive things happening.
Well, you make a great point, because as our leader, Dr. Lawson, says, we pursue excellence, and you've pointed out just another example of excellence with our fine arts department, but then all of the other opportunities that we present or offer up for not only, you're right, our school family, but then the community family as well, because we approach it as an experience, our high school experience. And so the more you get involved, the more you benefit from it, the more you take away. And then these are the memories that we are creating right here in our small town America, and we love it, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And serving now on the Henderson County Fiscal Court, one of the great things that happens there during the school year is we have the Judges Scholar once a month. We have a different student from a different school. It kind of works out pretty well with the number of schools and the number of weeks that we meet. And our last student Judges Scholar was actually the senior from Henderson County High School.
Anna Carrier.
Anna Carrier. And what a well-rounded and just well-spoken individual. She's already got her future mapped out as far as looking into becoming an attorney. But she also mentioned that maybe someday she might be county judge. And I'd say, you know, I'd be all for it, and I wouldn't doubt that 1 minute. But,
again, bringing them back home, right?
Right. But she was also involved in the science club. She was one of the officers, I think.
She is one, again, that is driven and determined, and we can't say enough great things, but again, another quality result of what we can do out at Henderson County High School.
Well, I know you've got to go meet these folks down at the high school, right?
We absolutely, we're going to the Sunset. A lot of our community have asked, what exactly happened or where is Project Graduation? But we don't do that anymore. We own it now. It's become a tradition for the sun to set on their school year on the last day of classes, and that's what we're getting ready to go watch, the sun go down together on the middle of the football stadium and bring it to a close. So how about those little words of accolade from
I appreciate that.
one of our all-time listeners, Tom Davis.
The mayor and of a few years back. Well, I'll let you get on to it, but it's been such a pleasure to work with you again.
Well, I
as
appreciate
always.
it.
And I will see you tomorrow night.
Let's do this.
We
See,
will.
how about we make it a date? We'll do it again next year.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes, and right here. This has turned out to be a nice spot.
Okay.
Just hopefully the wind will die down. All right, folks, that's going to take care of it for this live stream. Again, brought
Tune
to you
in.
by Ash Creek
there you go.
Rentals, Hargis Collision, Maldonado Roofing and Siding, and then tune in.
Tomorrow morning, the Steve and Ginger Show, and we'll recap all things Henderson County High School graduation plans that are coming and how the sunset goes down tonight.